Groot brought in a rope, and it absolutely went bananas. But we got to get into our first game here. It will be Llama versus Coconut. Once again, pre-bans this season, guys. You can't pre-ban the same monster 2 times in a row. So this is kind of a new, interesting little twist on the 2019 season. Let's see exactly how they want to kick things off. I mean, we were predicting a ragdoll ban here. We'll see if that does end up happening.
Yeah, we'll be seeing if that ragdoll comes in, but Paper, I'm so immature, man. Like
what?
Because you just accidentally called him Coconut, and for
I
me,
did it? Oh,
I mean,
no.
it's fine, right? It happens, but it's just so funny to me. I don't know what it is, but the name Coconut is just
it's
the
so
best.
close. It's just missing one letter. You want to say it so much. But all right, there it is. Indeed, the ragdoll ban from Cocount, and then a Sierra ban from Llama.
Yeah, so Llama, he probably did his research a bit on Cocount. He knows Cocount is a Gianna user, but even then, surprisingly, he lets him have the Gianna. He'd rather not deal with the Sierra. Now, we see the Hathor pick coming in.
Right, trying to secure that Hathor right away, and quickly picking Vanessa and Ganymede here is Llama.
Yeah, so now Cocount, he does not have the Gany Hathor combo available, but there are a multitude of options that you can lead into with the Hathor. So he really needs to think about what he's going to do, because Llama is not really showing much of his draft right now. Vanessa Gany also can turn into anything.
Yeah, a Baird and, ooh, a Triana there, I believe.
Yeah, I don't really like that early Triana pick in there, because I feel like Triana pick is best used as a reactionary pick to when the opponent picks something that you want to counter with the Triana. But if this Triana ends up being a crit damage Triana, it could carry. So we'll see how Llama responds to this pick, and he goes with the Shiho and Wusa.
Yeah, we were kind of expecting Wusa out of Llama because we weren't sure exactly what Cocount has to potentially deal with that immunity that he brings to the table. So the last 2 picks here coming out of Cocount. What are we thinking here, Peter?
The most obvious one could be a Diana, because Shiho is incredibly weak to Diana, same as Wusa. But Cocount opts for the Gianna, which is a very hard counter to Llama's lineup so far. And the Josephine in there, it doesn't really bring in too much consistent strip against Wusa, but still not a bad pick at all. So now Llama actually going to pick up the Diana that I mentioned, which is a good pick by him, as long as it gets some procs. So we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, we've definitely seen, as you like to call it, the Diana Pew Pew come into play from time to time here. Looks like we're going to ban the Ganymede here and the Gianna here. I think that kind of was, well, at least on Llama's side, what I was expecting there, banning the Gianna. And this is going to be a really, really intense first game here between these 2 players. What do you think we can expect here, Peter?
So Cocount, if he just had the Hathor alone there, I don't think Hathor CC is enough to carry this. However, Hathor plus Vertihal is enough. So if Llama does not manage to resist some strips or shut down the unit early on, he could be in trouble, but still, I would say it favors Llama.
All right, we'll see if that will pan out here. It is going to be Josephine up first here. We're going to attempt the strip already. And indeed, we do get the provoke there.
Yeah, and then Shiho could not really stun anything that he wanted, so that's really unfortunate for Llama. Diana is not going to transform there, so she doesn't get cut, but he lands a stun.
Ooh, big stun coming in there onto Baird. Gets another attack there. I believe onto the Triana. So now we get the sleep as well here from Hathor. So getting some decent luck so far for Cocount.
Yeah, all the strips are landing. Now Wusa does not have immunity up for another 2 turns. Diana needs to do something crazy right now. Otherwise, Llama's going to go to sleep.
All right, we'll see. He does opt to go for that human form to do that extra damage, and not much going through there.
Yeah, Hathor, a very tanky monster. His best bet is going for the stun there, but it gets resisted.
Ooh, and the stun comes from Josephine as well there. And here comes that AoE CC. Lands on 2 people. Of course, the immunity still on Wusa, so he's able to resist that. And a little bit of damage here onto this stunned up Diana.
Yeah, this is looking really bad for Llama now because his units are all locked down. He has no way of cleansing them, and this Vertihal is going to keep giving turns to this Hathor, meaning her 3rd skill will be up soon again.
All right, and yeah, you can see that there. She's going to do the sweet dreams there. Gets the sleep proc. Everybody is snoozing here for Llama, and now it is just free reign for Cocount.
Yeah, so as I said in the beginning, what Llama needed was to resist some of these strips and use his high DPS comp to take out something early, but he couldn't do that. And now you're seeing Cocount take full advantage of that.
Right, that Baird bringing those attack bars back up is giving him so much opportunity on top of all the CC being done here. A little bit of damage being done there. Doesn't get the proc there from Wusa. Now the Noble Agreement comes through and almost taking Diana down.
Yeah, that lack of proc from Wusa was absolutely crucial because he really wants that immunity back up right now because this is going to happen.
Right, exactly. And here comes that AoE sleep. It gets everybody but Wusa here. So now trying, and they get the proc from Hathor as well.
Yeah, even if he did not get the Wusa there, it doesn't matter too much because Wusa cannot cleanse. So his units are just sleeping left and right now.
Yeah, there's just, and this is a problem that you talked about before with Wusa with me, that he doesn't have cleanse. That's his weakness here, and it is really showing now as one monster is down here for Llama. Diana has gone down, and now it's looking very, very good for Cocount.
Yeah, this Vertihal Hathor combo is super duper disgusting. Hathor is always pretty much going to have skill 3 up before the Wusa does, and on top of that, the Wusa wasn't proccing at all this game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just wasn't quite going Llama's way. The procs are coming through left and right here for Cocount. The stuns and sleeps all over the place here, and it is looking very desperate for Llama.
Yeah, that is the third time that Hathor has used this in this match here. Shiho, I believe, pretty much got only one turn, same as Vanessa. Llama definitely going to be watching out for that Hathor Vert combo now.
Yeah, absolutely. That looked really, really powerful there. And like you said, that kept the Hathor ahead of the Wusa, kept his immunity at bay. Really, he only got that one immunity off at the very first turn, and after that, because he has that natural built-in speed, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, usually Violent Wusa is pretty okay at dealing with Hathors. But if you couldn't shut down anything in the early game, and you ended up just getting stripped left and right, Hathor and Vertihal is going to take over the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was all Cocount in that one. Not much damage being done here by Llama. I expect Llama to change things up here and get it going. It is a best of 3, so if Cocount wins the next game, then it's him. Then he moves on to the winners final, putting himself in a good position to possibly make a huge upset and advance to the regional cup. So the match is here. Last time we banned Ragdoll and Sierra. You cannot ban those again.
We're probably going to be seeing Llama ban the Gianna this time, and Cocount responds with the Ganymede ban.
All right, the Ganymede ban this time. So, first pick, I believe, is on Llama's side this time, because we saw Cocount get the Hathor first pick. So, what does Llama want to do here?
He's going to be taking Hathor, and Cocount already knew that Llama's getting first pick, so he pretty much gave Llama this Hathor pick, knowing that he's going to get it. So he must have something in his mind right now to counter this Hathor.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Vanessa Fran, pretty popular combo being picked up here by Cocount for his first 2. Llama's up next, and there is that Mo Long and the Ragdoll.
Yeah, so Llama finally brings out his Mo Long, which is one of his best rune units, and now Cocount, is he going to opt for the Triana like last time? Because I believe that Triana is a much better pick here this time than the last match. He picks up his good buddy Vertihal that carried the match last game, and now I really don't know what he's going to do. I hope it's a Triana, because he could throw Llama off with the last pick, and he does exactly that.
Right, just like you were thinking there, that combo worked out well in the last one. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, people. And Wusa and Bellajewel, and then the last one here for Cocount will be
Josephine.
Josephine
wow,
again.
That's a weird pick. Like, Llama just picked up 2 non-CC units, and Josephine going in there, I can't really say I agree with that, but it kind of does work against the Hathor and Mo Long. I guess Llama's just going to go ahead and respect ban it. So this means that Llama, he has a chance more than the last game because there's no Hathor and Vertihal, but still Vertihal looping with Fran could be just as disgusting.
This could be, I think, maybe a long one. There's going to be a lot of immunity on both sides, but it kind of depends. Like you were saying, if Mo Long can get that deadly lethal strike in that he has available, we'll find out exactly what's going to happen. But Fran doing Fran things here, giving the immunity and the attack buff to her team. You see how he counters just the AoE from Mo Long there.
Yeah, but the good thing is, I like Llama's draft overall a bit more here. As long as he can survive this Vertihal and Fran combo, I think he might be able to get a really good sequence from the Hathor eventually into Mo Long Reckless and turn it around.
All right, there is the Wusa immunity and shield up there for his team. And it is now over to Hathor. Let's see exactly how he wants to roll this one. Just going to use that attack and does proc the sleep.
Yeah, so he's pretty much going to be forcing out perhaps a cleanse from Fran here onto the Triana. And then he's just going to go ahead and lay out some damage on the Vanessa now so that she cannot get healed.
All right, let's see. Yeah, and exactly. And we've got to worry about that Vanessa passive as well, of course. Now, some decent damage coming through onto the Hathor here, but that shield's going to absorb quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, kind of question his choice of saving the second skill from Fran there. That really doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe he has something in mind. Llama right now going for that 10k. However, Hathor cuts in. Had he cleansed the Triana, he could have had immunity for this.
Yeah, absolutely. You're exactly right. And now he's got an armor-broken Vanessa who is going to possibly go down here. Oh, so close. Just a sliver of health left for Vanessa here, but the rest of Cocount's team is asleep.
Yeah, right now this Vanessa pretty much has a death sentence on her. Triana's passive is gone. There's almost nothing stopping this Vanessa from going down, and now we have a 3v4.
Exactly. All right, now it is a 3v4 left here. The Hathor is fairly weak, so can that Fran kind of just keep things going here, or will things continue to go Llama's way? Now he's got that loose. Oh, no!
There is the Reckless Assault coming in with the Vertihal gone. Cocount's chance of having a comeback drastically dropped.
Yeah, just got annihilated there. That is the power of the Water Panda there, taking down Verd. Now we're going to be focusing on to Fran here as well. She's already getting pretty weak here, and to put salt in the wound, we're just going to immune up everybody on Llama's team.
Yeah, I mean, even though Fran is such a great unit, even with all the sustain he's got, there's no way that Cocount's going to be winning this, so I really don't see the point in dragging it out. Maybe he's using this time to think about what is he going to do in the next match.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally well within your rights. Even if you are pretty much over, if the match is done, you can take your time and really think about how you want to turn this around in the next game. And we'll see exactly how he wants to do that once we get to it. But for now, the battle rages on. Ooh, boy.
That proc is going to put a lot of damage on Fran right now, and it goes down.
All right, at this point, it is just a Triana here. So Cocount might just let this roll out as he thinks about how he wants to do this. He has such a good chance here winning that first game, so I totally understand what he is thinking here, but this one is in the bag, it feels like.
Yeah, Llama's just going to be leaning back on his chair now, pressing the auto button, you know, just tasting his victory right now because he's probably thinking the same thing, like, man, this Cocount guy doesn't like to quit, does he?
Go get some snacks, go get a cup of water while you wait, because this is about to be over here, as this Triana is looking very, very, very hurt.
Wow, he's really dragging it out. He's dragging the timer all the way down to the last tick.
It's a little BM maybe here from Cocount. Maybe a little tilted, a little salty there. Got some, you know, it's just, I think like you were saying, he's probably just thinking about what he wants to do next, because that one didn't go his way. And he might have kind of felt good about his draft even. And that's when you really got to consider things. It's like you felt like you picked well, but you still lose.
Yeah, I would say there were a lot of misplays from Cocount there in terms of draft and just decision-making throughout the game. Maybe he turned a bit into a coconut there. So in match 3, he needs to gather himself up and turn back into a Cocount from coconut, and we'll see if he can do that.
Yeah, coconuts aren't salty, Cocount, so you need to turn this one around and find a way to see if you can upset Llama as we get ready for our third and deciding game between these two players, Llama versus Cocount. And last round, the pre-bans were Gianna and Ganymede, so I'm not going to be too shocked if Cocount goes right back to that Ragdoll ban.
Yeah, and Llama, he saw that although he let Cocount have Sierra last game because he did not pre-ban it, Cocount did not even take it, so we'll see if that ends up being a ban. Nope, it's a friend.
All right, so Fran going to be banned here by Llama. Will it be another first pick Hathor for Cocount? It worked well the first time. See what he wants to do as we count down to get ready for the pick phase. And yes, indeed.
Yep, it is going to be the good old Hathor first pick. Now Llama can actually go ahead and take the Vertihal away from Cocount because he's showing that he really likes that Vertihal pick, but it's the Vanessa Ganya again.
All right, so things looking a lot more like our first game here so far. See exactly what Cocount wants to do.
So the draft is completely same as the first match so far, except for the pre-ban on Fran. So we see him going for the Vertihal and Triana again. I don't really blame him too much for doing that because it worked for him on round 1. So maybe he just wants to try going for it again. Now, Llama, are you going to bring back your Wusa and Velajul here?
Right, exactly. We'll see what Llama wants to do every round. He's definitely been relying on that Wusa. Will that be what he wants to do?
Ooh,
Oki.
okay.
Maybe. And he's still got some time. We see them do this from time to time where they change up their minds here, but it's going to be the Josephine being picked.
That is... Okeanos is not a unit that I'm used to seeing from Llama. In fact, I don't even know if that's on Swift or Violent because that's how little I see him use that. Cocount going to respond back with the Gianna. And if he wants to contest Llama in speed, it could be smart to pick up a speed leader here such as the Sierra. But he goes with the Water Fairy, which is a good pick too.
All right. Yeah, that Water Fairy has proved very, very powerful from time to time, especially with that second awakening. So Llama's last pick here. Is he going to go with the Wusa?
I mean, immunity definitely sounds really good for Llama right now because that Water Fairy pick, I absolutely love it. That unit can absolutely carry this game with the Vertical in there as well. Very, very fearsome draft coming out of Cocount. Llama takes his time and locks in the Wusa.
All right, it is indeed Wusa here, finishing out the comps as Llama and Cocount gonna battle it out. The winner moves on to match number 3, the winners finals. The loser goes down to the losers bracket where they still have a chance. We'll see exactly how that plays out as they decide on their final bans.
I believe we could be seeing a Wusa or Vanessa ban coming out of Cocount. And from Llama's side, I really wouldn't know what to ban because there are so much things. But he bans the Gianna, and it really works out well for him because Llama's Wusa did not get banned out. Cocount only has 1 strip on his team. This could be really bad for Cocount.
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult here for Cocount to break through Wusa's immunities without that strip like you're saying. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. And a decent amount of CC going to be coming out here from Llama potentially as well with that Oki.
Yeah, I mean, I really disagree with that Yanni ban coming out from Cocount. I don't think it's a good ban at all. Vertical resists the stun, and Wusa going to put up immunity now.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to go right into the immunity here from Wusa as we look to see what he will want to do with the Hathor. Of course, using that AoE sleep, probably not the best here, so just going to go into Sweet Dreams, but does get the sleep going there onto Wusa.
Yeah, and now Josephine going to whack away at this Vertical into a proc, dealing massive damage. Vertical is already at half HP. Should be getting healed here, though.
Yep, it's okay. The Water Fairy's there to give you a little bit of help back here. Now we're just going to use an attack onto the Vanessa there, and now we've got the armor break proccing onto Verd as well.
Yeah, and now if this reset lands, oh my gosh, classic Oki right there. Now the armor break on Vertical is going to get cleansed. Cocount is getting some decent RNG.
All right, there you go. Exactly. The cleanse comes through, back up to near full health there for Cocount. Now he's got to decide what he wants to do. Going to try to get that sleep, and yes, he does land it onto Wusa once again.
Yeah, Cocount's win condition. Just play around this Vertical and allow your CC units to CC as much as possible. And this Triana is getting so many procs. It's really helping to keep this Vertical safe.
All right, now we have the Hathor here. Just going to take his time and decide which one he wants to attack. Just going to do the regular basic attack there. Of course, the AoE sleep not going to be worth it. With all that immunity still up. Ooh, do get the freeze there from the Water Fairy onto Josephine.
Yeah, and now Triana, most likely, I was going to say should be healing there. For some reason, he is not healing it. I guess he wants the Water Fairy to heal it. Hathor going to miss the strip, and we see that Oki has everything up in a turn.
All right, and pretty soon here, could be getting a little more dangerous for Cocount. He's having a pretty good go of it so far, but that might be changing depending on what happens here with that Oki when he's back up and running. And now we're going to get that delayed promise.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That miss on Oki is going to allow Llama to potentially go for a stun here. Triana still deciding not to go for the cleanse immunity, which is actually a good move here because the Vertical is going to push Triana in the front. Cocount is looking really strong.
Yeah, he does get that sleep despite missing the earlier one from Hathor onto Oki. The immunity is up here now, and we're going to heal up the Vertical as well, who is now back. They just keeps trying to poke him down, does Llama, but he isn't able to break through.
Yeah, I mean, this Vertihal has been doing so much for Cocount against Llama so far. Each time he won, it was thanks to the Vertihal giving so many turns.
Yeah, and that's why I think we're seeing Llama really focus this Vertihal down, and now we're starting to really do some damage to this Vanessa here. We saw when that Vertihal went down early on in game number 2, that's when Llama just took over and steamrolled Cocount.
Yeah, I really don't see the point in these Vanessa and Josephine picks from Llama here. I feel like if he just took the Vertihal away, it could have been much better for him because it wouldn't be so many turns like this coming out of Cocount. Hathor just going to sleep again.
Yeah, here we go. The sleep's coming through, and it will be everybody getting put to sleep this time. Everything going Cocount's way, trying to finish off Vanessa here, and he does.
Yeah, and now Triana, he could even just choose to, I mean, he needs to think about who he's going to wake up right now. He wakes up the Oki, who does have all his skills up, but gets slept. Hathor's going to proc and have to wake up something again, though.
All right, yeah, he just goes right back to the Oki there. And now we're going to try and get an AoE stun going here and gets everybody butt-fared.
That guy keeps resisting every single stun coming out, revenging, and violent proc into Triana again. This is tilting.
Oh my gosh, everything going Cocount's way now.
Oh, another proc too. Yeah, this is pretty ripped for Llama here. Cocount, at this point, it's almost guaranteed that he won. Now, something I do want to comment though, since the match is pretty much already over, I feel like Josephine, she's a unit that's really underperforming, almost overrated in my opinion.